She's gotta go. Bye-bye. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna regret doing this. Hi my lovely book friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Hannah, and today I have a massive book unhaul. How can I lift this up? Oh, okay. Oh, I also have a massive book haul. I think it's all fantasy romance. No, never mind. Mostly fantasy romance. And I've got some exciting book packages to open. Should we start with the haul or the unhaul? Maybe the unhaul so we can end on a good note. I think that's what we should do. Let's set one thing straight. So just because I'm unhauling a book does not mean that I think it's bad at all. A lot of these I haven't even read. In the 3 years that I've been obsessed with reading, my taste has changed a lot. So things that I may have bought 3 years ago, it may not be my taste anymore. And I've kind of figured that out as the years have gone by. I just wanted to throw that out there. That is actually the case for this first book that I will be unhauling, The Roommate by Rosie Danan. I think I heard about it from TikTok, and I was really just getting into contemporary romance at the time. I haven't read this, so I could be completely wrong. I'm pretty sure one of them makes videos, if you know what I mean, and they're roommates. Honestly, I'm not really sure why I bought this because I'm not the biggest fan of spicy books. I definitely look for certain things when I'm picking up a contemporary romance. And a story that focuses on the spice, or at least where that's like a main component of it, those usually aren't my favorite. And honestly, this has been on my shelf for way too long. I'm just not interested in this anymore, so that's gonna go. Someone else will enjoy that a lot more than me. The next contemporary romance that I'm unhauling is The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I think this is about two exes that start a podcast, which kind of sounds really cute, or they're on a radio show or something. Love is on the air. Maybe it is the radio. Again, I've had this for too long and haven't had any interest in picking up, so I think it's gotta go. I have a lot of other contemporary romances on my shelf that are just seeming more interesting to me, so she's gotta go. Sticking with contemporary romance, I have an entire series that I'm getting rid of. If you couldn't tell by the size of these books, it is the After series. Okay. The After series by Anna Todd. Why did I buy this? Actually, you know what? I thrifted all of these, I think for like $2 or $3, so that's why. But I'm never gonna read this. I think I'm missing one, but we have After, Before, After Ever Happy, and After We Fell. This book is huge. For what? 834? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not reading that. I think I was just excited to find like a lot of books in a series at the thrift store for really cheap. It's just taking up way too much room and I'm not gonna get to it, so. Let's do fantasy next. The next book I'm unhauling is Secrets of the Fae by M. Lynn and Melissa A. Craven. I went to the Columbus Book Festival this year and they had a huge tent just filled with indie authors, and I really wanted to get a book. I did not go in very prepared, so I kind of just panic bought this massive book. So I talked to the authors. They were so kind, and they had a series that I was eyeing. I can't remember, I'll try to put it on the screen, but it was like a Rapunzel Fae retelling maybe, but they sold out. So I just completely panic bought this, and it's beautiful. The cover's stunning. However, I think this is book 7 through 9 of a series, but I haven't read a single book in either of those series. Someone tell me why I bought this. Why did I buy this? Sticking with fantasy, the next book is A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft. I was so kindly sent this beautiful, stunning hardcover copy. It also came with character art. I will have my reading wrap up for last month somewhere around here. You can go see my full thoughts on this book. Unfortunately, this was a 2-star read for me, so. But whoever picks it up is gonna get the stunning character art and a signed book plate. Bye-bye. I'm actually so nervous to show this. I'm unhauling The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I did read this and I really liked it. I think I gave it 4 or 5 stars. I read this years ago. I just don't really ever see myself like rereading this or anything, and I really liked it at the time. I remember it took me a really long time to get through. I'm not obsessed, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna pick this up again and reread it and over and over and over. This book can bring a lot of joy to somebody else, I think, so I will be putting this in a little free library for sure. The next book that I'm planning to unhaul is Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. What genre is this? Where did I get this? Why did I buy this? Yeah, that's why I'm getting rid of this. Yeah. I think we will be moving on to fiction. Next book I'm unhauling is The Existence of Amy, Lana Grace Riva. This is also in my last reading wrap-up, so you can see my full thoughts there, but I just wasn't the biggest fan of the writing. This book is all about living with OCD, anxiety, and depression. I just struggled a little bit with the writing, so I think somebody else will get more joy out of this than I will. And the last book I have for this unhaul is The Alice Network by Kate Quinn. This is a World War II historical fiction. At my core, I'm a historical fiction girly. Oh, I also got this at Half Price Books. In 2021, it clearly has been sitting on my shelf for so long. I just have a lot of other historical fiction books that I really want to get to and prioritize, so realistically, I don't think I'm gonna get to this. It is a Reese's Book Club pick though. If you can't tell, that's really the theme of this unhaul. Just had these books for way too long and want to refresh my shelves. Whew! That is all the books that I'm unhauling. Should I attempt to pick them up again? These are all the books that I will be unhauling. There's a couple little free libraries in my town, so I think I'm going to drive around and go restock some of them. I know there's one in the park that is usually pretty empty, so hopefully some of these books can bring joy to other people, and hopefully I'm not making big mistakes getting rid of any of these. Moving on. Let's do the book haul next. So, I actually have gone a little bit crazy lately, which is not good. Really need to cool it. But I've just really been craving some fantasy romance, so that's mostly what I want to purchase now and read all the time. So I picked up 6 new books that I've been super excited about. Some of these I got from Amazon and some I got in the bookstore. The first book that I picked up was Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. This is book 1 in the Ruinous Love trilogy. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's everywhere. It's a serial killer romance. I heard about this from Larry Reads. There's a huge list of trigger warnings, so please check that before you pick this up. And it is a dark romance, so consider that. I was hooked from the dedication. It says, for those of you who read the trigger warnings and said, accidental cannibalism, count me in. This one's for you. I've heard that this is a dark rom-com, which will be super interesting to read. I've never read anything like that before. I'm just super excited. I think this will be a really fun time. The rest of the books in this haul are fantasy romance. So next up I have Heavenly Bodies by Imani Iriu. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But this is another fantasy romance series. What is this series called? This is book 1 in the Heavenly Bodies series. I'm not sure how many books are in it, but I've heard this is a celestial fantasy romance. I honestly am going in pretty blind. All I know is that Rachel at the Raven-Haired Reader gave this 5 stars, and I trust her book recs. So let's stick with indie fantasy romance. I've been really craving like a good indie fantasy romance series, so that kind of inspired a lot of these purchases. Next up I've got Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This cover is gorgeous. This is the Kindred's Curse Saga book 1. This book is the perfect level of floppy, if you can tell. It also has that stunning like velvety texture. Wow, that's a teeny tiny map. I don't know a lot about this book. The back says, when old secrets catch fire, everything will burn. I'm super excited about this book. It sounds like our main character DM will be navigating politics and love and high stakes, so I'm super excited to get into this book. My last indie romantasy book is The Everking by L.J. Andrews. I have heard so many good things about this book. This is a pirate romantasy, so I'm in immediately. I couldn't wait when I got my package to unbox them, so I already did. But look what I found. Character art in the book. There's multiple character art pages. I don't want to look at them until I get there, but they're stunning, and I wish that more books had art in them. I know I'm gonna love this. I'm so excited. The next book that I picked up is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. Look at these edges. Can you see that? They are stunning. They're blue and foiled, and I've never seen that on a book, but it's beautiful. This is book 1 in the Saga of the Unfated series, and I believe it's inspired by Norse mythology. Hopefully I'm correct in that. I know the main character's name is Freya, and this will be my first Danielle L. Jensen book. I'm very excited. I do own a few books in the Bridge Kingdom series, but I haven't read them yet, so honestly I might get to this first because it came out pretty recently and I want to get on the hype train. And the final book that I purchased recently was none other than Bride by Miss Allie Hazelwood. This is her paranormal romance debut. I actually got to meet Allie and get a couple books signed by her at the Columbus Book Festival. I have a vlog of it up on my TikTok. She was so kind and sweet. We do have matching friendship bracelets, so I'm sure you already know, but this follows Misery, who is a vampire. I don't know, it's spelled in a different way on the back. And then a werewolf. I believe it's an arranged marriage, and I know I'm gonna eat it up because I already love Allie, and with her jumping into the paranormal romance, I'm so excited. I know I'm gonna like it. I have super high hopes for it. Those are all the books that I bought recently. I really do need to cool it, so I will be on a book buying ban for a little bit. We gotta slow down. But now I just made so much room on my shelves, so maybe I can get more. No. We have to be good. Anyways, here's my book haul. How do people hold books? So over the last couple of weeks, I've collected a couple book packages that have so kindly been sent to me. I'm still in shock that I get sent books. That's insane to me. I've got 3 packages that I wanted to unbox here. First up, we have a lovely pink envelope from none other than Valentine PR. I adore Valentine PR. So Valentine PR specializes in romance, so I'm always super excited when I have a little pink envelope on my door. Oh, that was aggressive. Oh, okay. We've got First Down by Grace Riley, and it looks like a special edition. Looks like a football romance. I do love a good sports romance. Tutoring the star quarterback in exchange for a few fake dates won't lead to anything more, right? Be so for real. Oh, this looks cute. So we're following James and Bex. Cute! So it looks like a fake dating football romance. Are they in high school? Oh no, they're in college. I see text bubbles! Yes! I think I know what this book is, if you can tell by the packaging. I've heard great things about this book lately. She got a little bit rain damaged, but that's okay. We still love her. I almost just lost my finger. What does this say? Her deadliest enemy or her greatest love? Yep. Yay! Oh my gosh, I wanted this. I actually was thinking about buying this. We have Heartless Hunter by Kristen Cicerelli. This is book 1 in the Crimson Moth series. Ooh, a steamy game of cat and mouse between witch and witch hunter. Yeah. Enemies to lovers doesn't get more high stakes than this. Yes! They also sent me a signed book plate, so I will be putting that in immediately. I will be reading this so soon. And my final box, I saved the biggest for last. I have no idea what this is. This is also from Macmillan. They spoil me. So let's open it. Oh, looks like the book is Bye Baby by Carolina Lovering. I like the cover, it looks very simple. I have not heard of this book. Every friendship has its shadow. I have not heard of this book. On a brisk fall night in a New York apartment, 35-year-old Billy West hears terrified screams. It's her lifelong best friend, Cassie Barnwell, 1 floor above, and she's just realized her infant daughter is missing. Billy is shaken as she looks down into her own arms to see the baby. This sounds like it's gonna be a good thriller. Interesting. Okay, let's see what the other goodies are. A sweatshirt? Oh, okay, so she's the author of Tell Me Lies, which apparently is a show on Hulu. I had to go empty my card because I've been flipping the jibs for way too long. Anyways, I can't remember what I said last. I hope I got to finish my thought. Thank you so much to all the authors and the publishers that have so kindly sent me a book. I am so grateful and just mind blown. anytime I see a package at my door with a book. Clearly, I am on a book buying ban now. It's what we're working with. But I'm excited to do more book hauls in the future, in the way future. Thank you so much if you stayed until this point in the video. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts are. I'm super excited to get to all of them. Oh, okay. There are books everywhere.